Hi all, welcome, Cynthia here. Just going to do a quick run through of the layouts that I've made since March this year. So this one here was a layout that I've done for the Crafty Maven Getaway team, and it highlights the day, highlights me becoming a design team member. So I want to put all the emails that I had between myself and Hannah, and these here, when I did the original YouTube post, I asked for feedback about whether or not I should have those there. I left them off, and the feedback was that I should put these days of the weeks down because it really represents what the Crafty Maven Getaway channel is all about. It's about posting a video each day to give everyone inspiration. This one here, love this one. I have this gorgeous vellum background paper, have the fringe happening, and these gold leaves, which I absolutely adore. Just buy them from our local Kmart here in Australia. A photo of my mum, but actually the photo is more around the background, or the journaling's more around the background, and it talks about, you know, when we was growing up, what used to happen in the shed and us playing and so forth. So quite like that one. This one's okay. Did some strip journaling, hand cut out the scallops. It's not one of my favourite. I struggled with the big picture, then having the two little pictures, but I definitely wanted to do that, so I just had to push through and try to come up with the design. It took me a fair while. I think for a long time I had the design either that way or that way, but once I turn it this way, it come together a little bit quicker. This one here, I used up a lot of the papers from my stash. So this here was embellishments from a really old chipboard. When I say old chipboard, it was come out around about 12 months ago or so. Actually, these papers here that I've layered were from the kit that I would have received that month. So I subscribed to the Kitaholic Kit Club. These papers come in that kit. And I've done some watercolouring in the background, just a little bit of mixed media just to pick up on the colours that are in the paper. Love this little cute bear. He was a little cutie. But happy to use up some of these chipboard pieces that have been sitting in my stash for a little while. I've fussy cut out these flowers as well out of one of the papers, and it's the paper that I've obviously matted the page on. This one here, the paper is very mixed media to start with, but I've also added the stars, just used a stencil and possibly an ink, I dare say. Hand stitched some stars onto the background just to go along with the theme of the page. Had the wooden stars. These would have come in the kit for the month, and they are from Scrapbook Creations. I think they're an Australian company. And the Kitaholic Kit Club includes wood veneer from that company a fair bit, and I absolutely love their wood veneer. I love the burnt look to it. Obviously, if you don't like that type of look, you could turn them over, pieces that you can turn over, and the other side doesn't have that look, but I absolutely love that look. So just pop the photo up, pop some of the embellishment up to give a little bit of details on the page, and that's it. This one here, I've used some watercolour paper and put some orange and a few other colours down and created some leaf, and then I've just used a die through the Big Shot and cut out some leaves. Pulled these from my stash, used this wood background, so I've gone for an autumn layout and design, and then put a lot of wood veneer pieces on there. Love this cluster down here. I just For some reason or other, I just really like that. I love these leaves again, which I've already spoke about on another page. So I've brought quite a few packs of these leaves over the years. Thankfully they still make them. This layout here, not too sure whether I've shared this layout previously. I display my photos on a little bit of a display wall. This one here stayed up for quite some time, so I may have or may not have showed it previously. I should mention nearly all these layouts would have a YouTube channel, or the majority of them would have a YouTube channel. A YouTube video, sorry, up on my channel, NB Pretty Papers. Absolutely loved this one. I just love the pink and the black and the gold and the vellum. The colours just, I think it all just worked really well in the design, so hence why that was up on show for quite some time. I've only recently taken it down and thought, oh, I better swap it out and put something different in its place. This one here, using a large photo, 8.5 by 11 photo. I've matted it on white, put this wood grain in, which I've matted on white, then this pink striped paper, which I matted on white, so you have that separation between all the colours. Did the same with the wood grain down the side. I hand cut the scallop, mounted it on some white paper, then hand cut the white paper into a scallop as well. Used one of these frames from Amy Tangerine, I think it is. A flare from my stash. These hearts come in a kit that I received once. I think it was around the Valentine's Day. So I really like the impact of the big photo on that one. Crazy little thing called love. So that's a photo of myself and my son. We're doing just silly faces one morning. Used a number of different thickers, and this piece here is actually a very thin wood veneer piece that I just used my sprays to colour it up. Love these papers. I think the paper line was called Moonshine, Moon something I think, and it was gorgeous collection. So quite like that one. This one here is another one that I really like as well. These papers that I've used to mount the photo on are from a 6x6 paper pad that I've had. I've had it forever and a day, and I've also just cut the banner out of the same paper. The title, I didn't have enough E's, so I just grabbed some 3s out of the pack and have turned them upside down and turned them into 3s. And I think by the looks of it, I didn't have a T as well, so I've obviously chopped something up to make a T. Love this big wood veneer piece here, and these vellum pieces with the gold foil on them. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't mind hand writing on my layouts, and I do it a fair bit, but I also really like the look of when I type it up. So if I can be bothered, I will get it out and type it up. Most of the time I can't be bothered and I just hand write it. This one here, I love these little, what would you call those, trees? That's what I'm trying to say. Quite some time ago I went to an op shop and purchased, they were actually designed to be shades on a lamp. They were wood and it goes around, but I've just fussy cut them out, and for 50 cents I've got green, red, blue, yellow, I think it was the 4 different shades, and each one had 4 or 5 different trees and designs on them, so I was really happy with that. Fussy cut out the clouds from a Chamel collection, I would say, and use these wood veneers, and quite like that one. Not so keen on this one as such. If you notice with most of my layouts, I mount my photo on very small mats. It's not often I do big mats for the background. Whereas this one, you know, I go, right, got to get out there, got to try it. You see other people doing it, they just get their big pieces of paper and whack them down. It all seems to work. So that was my attempt at doing that. It's okay, but it's not my favourite. Love these little, I don't know, stickers, bubbly things here on the side. Get them from Spotlight, our local store here in Australia. And they look pretty awesome. So this one here is little photos of some layouts and my art journal pages. I've just printed them 2x2 and then cut them in half and doing a layout around NB Pretty Papers, which is my YouTube channel and what all my creation channels and all the rest of it. So the page is just talking about that. Really like the way this one turned out. Once again, I've tried to do the big pattern paper in the background and it's actually worked better this time. Love these wood, no that's not wood, love these acrylic or epoxy words that we get in the kits occasionally. This obviously are from the cut apart sheet that comes in the kit that I would have received for that month. I don't know when it was, but I really enjoy that paper. I think that must nearly be all the 12x12s, yes. So then I have a couple of 8.5 by 11. So this one, I love that background paper. It's just that foil, that glittery gold paper. This paper here is absolutely gorgeous. Cocoa Vanilla Studio, my absolutely favourite designer and line. I love all of her collections that she puts out. This one was the Wild at Heart collection. Stunning papers and everything. And then there's a couple of Project Life layouts. So obviously what I've been trying to do is print my photos the whole size. So if I show one earlier in the piece, this one here, you can see that my photos are smaller in size and they don't take up the whole page, whereas I'm trying to make them bigger. So as I go along throughout the year, I am slowly but surely printing them bigger, and I'm liking that design. It's a cleaner looking design and I'm liking that. I just know I have a photo that I can't show, so I'm making sure that I'm not bringing that up. And here again, I've printed my photos in a bigger size, so I think that just looks neater and cleaner. Trying not to put too many embellishments. I will probably, going forward, won't put as much embellishments on it as this one. I kind of like the amount that I've got on this page here. So this photo has a bit of embellishment. It had some clear space, I guess. So you could do that. And other than that, I just put the embellishments and bits and pieces on the two journaling pockets. Last one is another 8.5 by 11. It's okay. This one, I really struggled with this one again. I think maybe because the photos are quite a dark photo. I took them at night time when our son was sleeping, so it makes them a little bit darker. But it's okay. Come together okay. Anyway, so that's all of them. I think all up with those and the few other ones that I've still got on display here. I've done about 18 12x12 cents March this year. I've done a few Project Life layouts. I've probably done a dozen or so 8.5 by 11s. I can't share most of those because of them of our grandchildren, and they are not social media friendly. No, they just don't like sharing their stuff online, which is fine. Oh, I've got another one here as well, but that'll have to be next time. Anyway, thank you very much, and I will catch you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed this quick flip through, and my next one would definitely be a process video. Catch you next time. Bye.